Hello, lovely viewers. You're all welcome to another wonderful episode of the This Generation Show. Proudly sponsored by the Zealand Fun World, Accra Zoological Gardens, Niche Educational Support. And today in the studios, we have two beautiful ladies from Honeypot Academy. And they are going to be joining me in bringing you the G-Talk segment. I am your host, Jaden. Before we go for the break, let's dive straight into the motivational segment, brought to us by Jaden.
And hi, I'm Jaden, today's motivational speaker. And today's motivational quote is, "A dream can be a reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work." This means that we all have dreams as children, but in order to achieve those dreams, we need to focus on our studies and also try to aspire to achieve those dreams. We have to put in effort, self-discipline, and dedication. These are some ways of achieving your dreams. Keep on learning and focus on our studies. Thank you. I'm Jaden. Back to the host.
Thank you, Jaden, for that lovely motivational quote. My guest, I hope you guys have heard something, right?
Yes.
So can you please share with I and the viewers?
I have learned from that quote that as an individual, you have dreams, yes, but they don't just happen through magic. You have to work and put so much effort and sweat in order to achieve those dreams.
Okay, thank you. What of you?
Thank you very much. I also learned that you have to put a lot of self-determination, have a lot of discipline as well.
Thank you. Those are all so lovely. Now, viewers, let's go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with the Practical Life segment. Stay tuned.
The wait is over, and now is the time to write to inspire your generations and build your confidence in the most competitive essay writing competition in Ghana. Yes, it's this generation essay writing competition. Are you in Basic 4, 5, 6 and JHS 1, 2, 3? Then this is your time to become the next champion and win a lot of prizes and opportunities for yourself and of course your school. Registration starts now. Just call or WhatsApp 0551 376 979 for your registration and enquiries. Your child and your school children in Basic 4 to JHS 3 can't afford to miss this educative and competitive competition with all the fun and excitement. Registration ends on the 15th of May 2024. Don't be late, and remember, terms and conditions apply. This Generation Essay Writing Competition 2024 is brought to you by OTGF in collaboration with Kingsley Quizzes and supported by Zealand Fun World, Niche Education Support, Trillium Industries, and Accra Zoological Gardens. Media partners: GNTV Junior, G-Man Concepts, ATV, Ocean One TV, and Happy 98.9 FM. This Generation Essay Writing Competition. Let's write to inspire.
Are you looking for a playground to have fun with your kids? Then look no further than Zealand Fun World. With our state-of-the-art play kits like trampolines, bouncy castles, video games, arcade games, and many more, we make your child's day. We also have the perfect place to celebrate your child's birthday party and watch movies. We are open throughout the whole week and on holidays. Contact us on 028 97 11162. Individuals, schools, children organizations. Come and have fun with Zealand Fun World, and remember that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Zealand Fun World, the right place for kids to have fun.
Life can get hectic, and sometimes we forget to prioritize our well-being. That's where Vano Mineral Water steps in. A refreshing solution packed with essential minerals, Vano Mineral Water keeps you hydrated and balanced. Whether you're at home or work, Vano Mineral Water is there to keep you going. Don't let a busy schedule hinder your health. Make Verno Mineral Water a part of your daily routine. Share the love with Verno Mineral Water, the choice for a healthy, vibrant you.
This advert is FDA approved.
The wait is over, and now is the time to write to inspire your generations and build your confidence in the most competitive essay writing competition in Ghana. Yes, it's this generation essay writing competition. Are you in Basic 4, 5, 6 and JHS 1, 2, 3? Then this is your time to become the next champion and win a lot of prizes and opportunities for yourself and of course your school. Registration starts now. Just call or WhatsApp 0551 376 979 for your registration and enquiries. Your child and your school children in Basic 4 to JHS 3 can't afford to miss this educative and competitive competition with all the fun and excitement. Registration extended to 31st May 2024. Don't be late, and remember, terms and conditions apply. This Generation Essay Writing Competition 2024 is supported by Zealand Fund World, Niche Education Support, Trillium Industries, and Accra Zoological Gardens. Media partners: GNTV Junior, G-Man Concepts, ATV, Ocean 1 TV, and Happy 98.9 FM. This Generation Essay Writing Competition. Let's write to inspire.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. In case you just tuned in, this is still the This Generation show. And as I said before the break, let's dive straight into the Pascal Live segment brought to us by Annabelle.
Thank you, Jehedin. As she said earlier, I'm your girl Annabelle Asari, and this is the Practical Life segment. And whenever you see me here, I'm here to educate you on some of the things you should know and should be taught as a child. Today, I'll be teaching how to iron a uniform. And over here, I have a uniform from CAF International School. I'm going to lay it on my table nicely. And I also have an iron which has been plugged and it's very hot. So this is the handle, and this is where I'm going to be holding. I advise you all not to touch this part because this part is really hot and could cause burns. And also, whenever you attempt to iron a uniform, ensure that you have the guidance of mom or dad, so as you won't cause any burns or anything. And also, make sure you do not get water close to your iron. It could cause an electric shock. So to start, I start by putting my iron gently on this side. Know that this part is surely hot, so it shouldn't be on it for too long or else the dress might get burnt. So we slowly put it on it and then start to iron. So smoothly we iron it and ensure that all the folds are gone out. Then we move to the next region. In that same order, we do it calmly and ensure that you do not put your hand closer to it or else it might burn you. So
is it necessary to start from where you started?
No. It's not quite necessary. I choose to always start from my right side so as I can get to the left. So gently, I also iron this part and then I move it. Now, my collar is round, so I don't have to stress myself. I just need to put the iron on it, then pass it through, ensuring that it removes all the folds and I get a nicely ironed shirt. Now we move on to the next collar. That same way, pass it on it. Remember that you should never try this at home without your mom or your dad's permission. So now, if you are done with that, we straighten it and then get to this part. Fold it on it nicely. Gently. When we get to this part, we keep the iron nice and steady in case so as you won't get bent. So then, gently. Now that we are done with the upper region, now we are going to the main body of the dress. So you first need to ensure that your cloth is lying smoothly and nicely on the table. So as you are not going to fold the dress, then lift the iron and then start ironing. Nice and calmly. Ensure that you don't get your hand too close to the iron or else you might burn it. Gently. Yes. Now, whenever you are ironing, you need to make sure that you do not leave the iron on the dress for too long. If you do so, the dress is going to get bent. So if you want to do something, you can just let the iron stand and then adjust whatever you want to do. Okay.
Okay.
So when you are done, you lift it and then you continue. Nicely. Then put it back down here so as you can flip it to the other side.
It already looks so straight.
Yes. So you take it again and repeat that same procedure slowly and calmly. And make sure you don't get your hand close so as you don't get bent.
Okay.
In that same way. And also, never iron a wet dress. It might also give you a shock. Your dress needs to be dry. Really dry. It shouldn't be wet. And then in that same order, then the back collar also needs to be ironed nicely. And then this part also. Now I have a neatly ironed shirt. So I leave my iron here, then turn it around. See, a neatly ironed shirt. But sometimes, in my opinion, I like to ensure there are folds in my uniform so as everybody is going to see I have really ironed my uniform. So I take this side and then fold it like this. Put it down and then put the iron on it. So as I'm going to get that nice edge for everybody to see that yes, I have truly ironed my uniform. Take the other edge too. Then cross it over.
Wow.
Ensure that the line is straight and then I iron it. And now, voila.
Wow. Beautiful.
It shows in the pleats and everything.
Yeah.
And this way, when I tuck in my shorts, everyone knows that yes, a neat student is coming. Well, that's all I have for you today on the Practical Life segment. I hope you've learned something new because this is a very key element to reducing the stress of mom. Hope to come your screen again next time. Bye-bye.
Wow. That was very educated. I think she deserves a round of applause. Right? Madam Annabelle, thank you very, very much. I think from what she has done, I've been a bad girl because the first time I tried to iron, I bent my clothes and Mom was so angry. So viewers, after this break, we'll dive straight into the Talk segment brought to you by I and my guest.
The wait is over, and now is the time to write to inspire your generations and build your confidence in the most competitive essay writing competition in Ghana. Yes, it's this generation essay writing competition. Are you in Basic 4, 5, 6 and JHS 1, 2, 3? Then this is your time to become the next champion and win a lot of prizes and opportunities for yourself and of course your school. Registration starts now. Just call or WhatsApp 0551 376 979 for your registration and enquiries. Your child and your school children in Basic 4 to JHS 3 can't afford to miss this educative and competitive competition with all the fun and excitement. Registration extended to 31st May 2024. Don't be late, and remember, terms and conditions apply. This Generation Essay Writing Competition 2024 is supported by Zealand Fund World, Niche Education Support, Trillium Industries, and Accra Zoological Gardens. Media partners: GNTV Junior, G-Man Concepts, ATV, Ocean 1 TV, and Happy 98.9 FM. This Generation Essay Writing Competition. Let's write to inspire.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. In case you just tuned in, this is still the This Generation Show, proudly sponsored by the Trillium Industries, Accra Zoological Gardens, and Niche Educational Support. Now, we're going to bring you the J-Talk segment with the topic digitalization and its effects in our society or community. And as I said earlier, Our beautiful guests are going to be joining me, and they are in the presence of
Esther Famodi from the 7 of Honeypot Academy.
Akosia Bebese, also from Basic 7 of Honeypot Academy.
those are our guests for today. Have any of you heard the topic digitalization, or do you have any idea about what it is?
When I hear the word digitalization, I could think of it as an adaptation of the use of computers or the internet to carry out any system or process or method.
Okay.
Or it could simply be said to be any action carried out using technology or a computer and the internet.
Okay. What of you?
I'd like to give a little example about this.
Go ahead.
Okay, you see, back in the day, people sending messages was really hard. People had to write letters and stuff, and those would take really long time, about 3 to 4 months to happen. But nowadays, you can take your phone and text anyone you want.
So simple.
Yeah, it's very, very simple.
Okay. So, we as students, do you think that digitalization is important to our lives, and how important is it?
I say that digitalization is really important to me and it has made my learning experience so much better.
Okay.
And I will give some benefits of digitalization to students. So first of all, it improves our accessibility to information.
Okay.
Such that we are able to have access to books online. We are able to have access to so much information. Like before, there was no technology and we couldn't have access to Google and all that. We had to go all the way to the library just to get books in case we had a research or something. But now, from the comfort of your home, you can just pick up your phone and then go on Google and search for something. So it has able to improve our access to information through certain apps such as Google.
Okay. What of you?
Please, thank you. Now, education is not limited to textbooks and classrooms. They can go home and go and research for that topic, which makes their learning experience much easier.
Okay. So you are saying digitalization does not have negative effects, but rather only positive effects, or does it have negative effects?
Yeah.
As much as technology can have its positive effects, or digitalization can have its positive effect, it can also have a number of negative impacts on students and the society as well.
Okay.
So one is addiction.
Addiction.
As students, the use of our phones or the internet can be addictive at times. For instance, being on certain social media websites such as our Instagram, TikTok, among others, we can be there for such a long time due to being addicted to it, and this distracts us from our academic work, and it can therefore make us unable to learn or study as well as before due to our addiction to digitalization.
So what you're saying, addiction is one of the negative effects of digitalization. Okay, so what of you?
You can learn about neurons.
Okay.
Let's say that someone is doing their homework and maybe a link pops up and it shows anything about smoking or pornography or anything. The students might get tempted to click and watch it. And you know, when you're growing up, you get influenced really easily. Whatever you see, you like want to do it. So when they click on that link and they look at it, they might get influenced and they'd want to try it, thinking that it's just fun and those things. But that can really deviate you from your lessons and your learning.
Ghanaians have many feelings for technology, and if digitalization is being introduced, how easy will Ghanaian life be?
So in this Ghanaian society, I would say that it may take a while for some people to accept digitalization. However, there are various ways now that we take digitalization. For example, through communication, as Akosia said, we communicate easily nowadays. We are able to talk to anyone regardless of the distance due to digitalization, because we have various apps such as the social media websites such as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, also WhatsApp, among others, where we can just communicate with each other. And this makes it a part of our Ghanaian society, something that happens everywhere in Ghana. This is one of the ways Ghana adapts to digitalization.
Yeah. So you personally, would you like digitalization to be introduced to you?
Yes, if I didn't have an idea of what digitalization was or didn't have access to digitalization, I would say yes, that I would want to have access to digitalization for a number of reasons.
Okay. So what of you, the Ghanaian society and digitalization?
Right. So there are many ways that the digitalization has impacted our Ghanaian society.
I consider you both. I hope you guys have learned something amazing from this segment. But before we go to the Scholars Corner, let's go for a commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The wait is over, and now is the time to write to inspire your generations and build your confidence in the most competitive essay writing competition in Ghana. Yes, it's this generation essay writing competition. Are you in Basic 4, 5, 6 and JHS 1 to 3? Then this is your time to become the next champion and win a lot of prizes and opportunities for yourself and of course your school. Registration starts now. Just call or WhatsApp 0551 376 979 for your registration and enquiries. Your child and your school children in Basic 4 to JHS 3 can't afford to miss this educative and competitive competition with all the fun and excitement. Registration extended to 31st May 2024. Don't be late, and remember, terms and conditions apply. This Generation Essay Writing Competition 2024 is supported by Zealand Fund World, Niche Education Support, Trillium Industries, and Accra Zoological Gardens. Media partners: GNTV Junior, G-Man Concepts, ATV, Ocean 1 TV, and Happy 98.9 FM. This Generation Essay Writing Competition. Let's write to inspire.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. In case you just seen it, this is still the This Generation show. And as I said before the break, we'll be diving straight into the Scholars Corner segment brought to us by Christiana. Over to you.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the Scholars Corner with me, your one and only Christiana Ndansu. Today's topic is a history one, being Ghana's fourth republic. Now, before we begin, what is a republic? A republic is a state in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives or a nominated or elected president. Do you know the presidents that have served in Ghana's fourth republic? They are John Kufuor, Jonathan Mills, John Mahama, Nana Adenta Akufo-Addo. These presidents have served in Ghana's fourth republic. Now, you might be asking yourself, what starts a republic and what breaks a republic? The very first republic in Ghana was started by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and he started this by becoming the very first president of Ghana. What breaks a republic is a coup d'etat, when an unelected president forces or breaks into power. Well, John Kufuor ruled for 8 years, while John Mahama spent a good 4 years and 167 days in power. Jonathan Mills also spent 3 years and 199 days in power, while our current president, Nana Adenta Akufo-Addo, has been in power for 7 years and 85 days, still counting home. Haven't you learned a lot with me today on the Scholars Corner? I have, and I believe my guests here have. So can you please share with me what you learned today?
Okay. So what I mainly heard was that what breaks a republic is a coup d'etat, which is when an unelected president comes into power by force. I think that's what I learned for today.
And I almost learned the same thing as she did. That is a republic breaks when there is a coup d'etat, or that is when somebody that wasn't elected as the president breaks into the republic.
And I also learned that Our Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo has been in power for 7 years and 85 days, still counting.
Thank you so much. Sadly, this brings us to the end of the Scholars Corner for today, and I feel like coming away. Bye-bye for now. Back to you, James.
I enjoyed the segment a lot. Did you guys do?
Yes, I really did.
Yeah, of course.
But it's like all the presidents she started mentioning, they had John in their names. Didn't you observe that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite weird.
Very weird. Anyways, that brings us to the end of today's segment. But before we wrap up and end this program, I want you guys to offer your last words out there and also give your shout outs. So, Madam Christiana.
Okay, so I like to give my shout out to my school and my friends always supporting me on whatever I've done, and my friends helping me to learn.
Okay.
I'd like to give a shout out to my parents first for being there for me my whole life, my teachers and my friends for supporting me in my education.
I like to give a shout out to my parents and my teachers in Honeypot Academy. I would also like to give a shout out to my friends and colleagues from school.
And I personally, I would like to say a big thank you to my mom who has been pushing me a lot, my teachers and all my friends. Before we finally or officially go, I want you guys to say something to the viewers about your school.
Thank you for this opportunity. Honestly, I would say that if I even had the choice, which I did, to choose the school I would want to go to, Honeypot would always be my choice because the school is one of the best schools in the Adenta district, and it gives such a wonderful learning experience as the teachers are kind, friendly, teach very well, and make the learning experience so much fun for us. There are also a number of facilities there that help and make our learning experience very, very nice, and it makes it so much fun and adaptive. And some of these facilities include the ICT laboratory and the library.
Okay. All of you.
Alright, so I want to say something about the students as well. The students at our school are very, very friendly. When you need help or when you need someone to talk to, you can go and talk to them. And I also want to say something about our school, that they also engage in very, very fun field trips or excursions. These excursions are not only fun, but they also help the students to learn something, and it also makes the learning experience much more fun.
Okay. This leads us to the end of today's program. Remember, I was your host for today, Jaden Kisi, and we're proudly sponsored by the Accra Zoological Garden, Niche Educational Support, Zealand Fun World, and the Twillium Industries. Keep aiming high. Until then, it's goodbye.